Hi, I'm Jack Guttentag, the mortgage professor. I've been helping borrowers understand their choices in the mortgage market for over 2 decades. This letter from Frank in New York City is typical of many I've received on this theme.
Dear Mortgage Professor, I'm very unhappy with the lender servicing my mortgage. Would you spell out the procedures for changing servicers?
Bad news, Frank. The only way to change the lender servicing your loan is by refinancing. Unless you have other reasons, refinancing is a costly way to get a new loan servicer, especially when you have no way of knowing that the new one will be better than the old one. The financial incentives to provide good service to customers, which work in other sectors of our economy, don't work for loan servicing. The company servicing mortgages will not get more customers by improving service quality, only higher costs. And the firm providing minimal service or less will not lose borrowers because their borrowers are locked in. This lack of financial incentives is leaving today's borrowers exposed to predatory servicing practices. Predatory servicing is any oppressive, deceptive, or fraudulent action performed by a loan servicer during the borrower's loan term. Here are some examples of predatory servicing practices I've encountered. One particularly nasty loan servicer purchased overpriced homeowners insurance, even though the borrower already had a policy in place. As if billing the borrower for insurance he didn't need wasn't enough, the loan servicer paid for the insurance policy by increasing the borrower's balance, thus increasing the borrower's interest expense each month. I've heard of a loan servicer who held a borrower's scheduled payments past the grace period before posting them, unnecessarily incurring late fees for the borrower. I've even heard of a loan servicer imposing prepayment penalties on borrowers who refinance their homes, even though the contract signed by the borrowers explicitly stated that prepayment penalties were not applicable. Possibly one of the most disturbing stories I've heard involved a loan servicer who failed to report a subprime borrower's good payment history to the credit reporting bureaus, thus preventing the borrower from improving his credit score. Predatory servicing is even easier to get away with than predatory lending, since the customer has no place to go. I estimate there are roughly 38 million homeowners who didn't choose their loan servicer. The best way to curb predatory servicing practices would be to empower these borrowers with the ability to opt out of their loan servicing relationship. Giving borrowers this option would create a new market of free agent borrowers looking to move their business. To win the business of free agent borrowers, servicers would be obliged to compete with service, which is exactly what is needed. Firms with efficient and courteous support people, short waits, and easy-to-read statements will draw borrowers from firms that have served them badly. The market would, at long last, begin to work for the borrower. Thanks for watching. This video was brought to you by Monger, the fastest way to pay off your loan. Visit Monger.com to discover how you can pay off your loan early. Or, for more great information, head over to MortgageProfessor.com.